How y'all doing today? A special one, 12/12, because I like the mirror. Um, I usually don't pull cards or whatever, but I usually do my pictures. But today I'm just gonna get these messages that I got, instead of holding them on to them. So I have you create the story, weigh them out, begin to balance them in between, so that you can move forward with desired love. You're trying to you have to create and destroy. So God has to destroy something in order to create something. Okay. I forgot el- athlete, like someone that's very excited. So I'm guessing that you're gonna be elated about whatever's going on. It says um your story is gonna help as much as 365,000 women lift up their spirits after being domestic violence. It says a sword is a sword. It's sharpened. It's also polished. It's also polished to flash like lightning. I have someone is being healed in honors of God. Somebody's being held. Somebody's being healed, and then in honors of God. So God is putting someone in honors. You are chosen. You're master gardener, co-creator. You look for potential. You look for potential in places. You look for potential and beauty in places that no one ever would look. You be helping unloved and the unjust. You be loving people that couldn't be loved. You allow God to change change the unchanged people who damn never thought that they could be changed. You allow him to change their hearts and give them a new spirit. He said something about Ezekiel 1:11:9. Something about it's there's six men that's in a cult. Something about 6 years, 6 months, and on the fifth day, it says something about somebody left. Okay, so left inner. Somebody looked to the left. Okay, it says left somebody's inner courts of jealousy. Face north, and somebody is gonna be left in. If somebody's inner court is full of jealousy, because it says face north, lift your eyes in the valley. It says in the valley you'll find a hole in the wall. Dig a hole in the wall. You'll see an entrance. It's the entrance to the elders of Israel. It says something about Jazz, Anae, and Siobhan. Jazz, Anaya, and Siobhan. Something about that. Okay. And then I have it says somebody's getting a sign. Somebody's getting signs. Okay, so if this is a sign, if this is for you, this is a sign for you. It says, "As I have done, so shall I, so so shall be done to them. So shall it be." This okay, yes, okay. So it's okay. So it says, "As I have done, so it shall be to them." So if you whatever you done, whatever you have put out, it's gonna come back to you. So whatever you've been putting out for the past couple of years, you're gonna get it back. If it's good or positive, whatever it is, it's coming back around. And it says people continue to ask you and question you who you are like they own you. God said to tell them this oracle concerns the prince in Israel in all the hours of Israel. We are in it. It also says it says flattering. Okay, hold on, wait, because I know there's more to this. Okay, let me find it. Let's find it. Okay, hold on, wait one second. Okay, let me get it. Oh, wait. Okay, so sorry about that. 1 second. Don't mind me. Trying to get this last one because before I get to that, I gotta say this part. Cause yeah, it says. Okay, yes, here it is. Okay, okay. So this also says it says yeah it says oh sorry it says I said that this is concerns Israel and all that's in it. Okay, and he says God will speak, and when he speaks, when God speaks, whatever it is that He's going to make judgment with, we will see rain, hailstones in the fall, storms breaking out and breaking down, walls will be destroyed, perished, and fall. This this ends into this Proverbs. Days are near. Fulfillment of every vision. No more false visions or flattering many days from now. Prophets of times are rare off. So whatever we are predicting, these okay. So some prophets are speaking of things that have already exist, and some are not even haven't even came. It says no more delays of God's truth, no more false nothings, no more false anything. Okay, no more false visions, no more false anything. God's going to speak. When He speaks, there's going to be rain. There's going to be hail, snow. There's going to be storms. There's going to be floods. Walls are going to be gone. Walls are going to be destroyed and perish and fall. Okay. And I got, as well as that, um I got wait I got I got yes you can, because God said you could. Any day now, you will be put in cool waters like grandma used to do. Imagine me in perfect peace. No greater love. With no greater love. With no greater love. Says it says read Psalms 91 8 through 31. It says the minute you set your mind on something good, you'll notice that there is a leak in this spiritual. There is a leak in this spiritually. I believe I can only imagine you knew my name, mighty one, center of my joy, still saying thank you. Something about the name of Jesus, I gotta believe that God is rewriting, God is providing. You 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 brought because you brought the sun's long black train and you healed it. He wants it all to be blessed. He wants all of us to be blessed and highly favored. I also have I want to make sure I got everything before I say this one. This will be the last one right here. This one says it says something about something be right with current zone A, ETO, industry 2, the park, the past time in city, provides past the inspection, 5 years, so it's CIB Pro Oracle. I got PS6. And then I also have 202, which is a Maryland area code. I got 470, which is Atlanta. I got 362, which is California and Mississippi. 402, I didn't really get anything on it, but 901 is um dang, I can't even see what I wrote. 917 also. Okay. Um also I just wanted to input that was the message that I had got yesterday, okay? Um I had to put that there. I'm gonna start today off 7:30, 2026. It says, "Blessed is she who believes that the Lord will fulfill His promise to her." That's Luke first and 14, 40, first, first 1 in verse 45. Okay. Um, my devotion for today is it says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." It's different. It's basically the message I see is, well, this is what the passage says. It says, "Dear God, when my burdens is heavy, remind me that every trial has an end, and thank you for a happy baby and a good night's sleep." That's that 912 again. Um, Maybe some will be having a baby on the ninth September the 12th. This person is probably 35. I may be 35. I'm saying 35. Okay, the baby's gonna be different. This baby's gonna be different. He's gonna be very unique, very unique. And it is a boy, brown, dark brown eyes, and he's gonna have a lot of wisdom, and he's gonna be so prideful. You guys are both gonna be healthy. He's gonna bring back the family as well. He's gonna bring the family back together. This baby, both on both sides, he's gonna bring back some joy into both of y'all's family. Okay, he's gonna be the core. He's gonna be something that brings the core back inside of both families. Okay, I'm getting that. Okay, so I was gonna pull a couple of cards for today. Oh, let me say my little prayer as well. My fault. Uh, excuse me. I usually draw, but I'll have a picture for y'all probably later on today because I did say I was gonna start getting to my routine and posting on a regular. Okay. Um, it says, "Don't worry, just pray." Everybody worry about things, but we sometimes over worry ourselves. We sometimes overstress ourselves. And Philippines 4:6-7, verse 6-7 says, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplicate with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known unto God, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your heart and mind through Christ Jesus." Father, I know I worry too much. Today I lift my request to you, thanking you for your gifts of salvation and grace. Thank you for answering my prayers. I know that you are in control and have my best interest at heart. So I leave my worries here with you, and I ask you for peace that passes all understanding, which only comes from you. Because in reality, we all have been so lost in this world because of our own because of a universal manipulation that they use. You know, anger, jealousy. All, to be honest, all of all of the emotions that we go through and that we feel as people, as humans, as experiencing as experiencing this, this life here on earth, it all comes from one feeling, and that's love. And when love doesn't go and love isn't known and love isn't taught, emotions aren't taught to deal with, that love turns into everything else: jealousy, hate, envy. And in order to change it, we've really got to put it in us that we have to love ourselves first. Once you go within yourself, like they said, God created us in an image of Him. If you go, a lot of people don't use the Bible, whatever case. I use the Bible. I say the Bible is like our ancestors. You feel me? I feel like it's stories about people having experience about God. Like back in the day, that's what the Bible is. The Bible is not for you to take it literal. It's for you to know that what our ancestors had to go through and the experiences that they had with God and how it first began in the first place, from Adam all the way down to now in this time when we're experiencing God again. Now that the light is shining in this dark time right now, the darkness is trying to overcome the light. But guess what? Nothing is more powerful than God. He will speak. He will have the final say. And I keep telling us, come as you are. He's not looking for nobody that's perfect, or he wouldn't use you. He can't use you if you're perfect. He can't recreate you if you already recreated. He wants you broken. That he loves to create. He's a creator. He's an artist. He's a provider. He's a protector. He's a father. He's an artist. He's all these things. That's what he is. And he loves to create. So what does someone who likes to fix things do? They like broken things. They like incomplete things. They like damaged things. They like unhealed things. Because guess what? I can't do nothing with something that's already put together. God wants to heal us. Not just one, all of us. We are all his children. He created us in the image of him. Within our soul, we are God. We're not a God because he's the God, but we have a God in us. within our souls. So there's so much broken people trying to find love, and we end up in these toxic situations. Why? Because we have to learn how to love ourselves. We have to teach our children now, because children are the future. Like Whitney said, like Michael said. Think about some of the greatest artists and how they love the children, and that's what they wanted to do. But think about how they also had hardship because of the world. From the same people who loved them was the same people who hated them. No matter what you do, it's always going to be people that love you and people that hate you. And the same, some people love and hate you. Some people can't love. Some people love to hate you. They hate to love you. The thing about it is, instead of being jealous of your brother and your neighbor, why don't you get advice to strengthen yourself so that you can be more like your brother, but not like your brother, because guess what? You are different and unique of yourself. There's something in you that's special that God put in there too. But we can't. No, but people don't want to see that because they're so worried about being like everyone else and being the same. But God didn't make us the same. He didn't make us to look alike. He didn't make us to fit in. And we chase after this material gain of this world that we cannot take with us. We can't take it with us. The thing about it is, people look at me and they'll judge me and they'll assume, they'll predict, and they'll say whatever they want to say. But the thing about it is, I used to care. I don't care no more. Because the thing about it is, I don't have to be rich with material gains. I'm rich in spirit. I put a smile on my face and I make it look like I'm not going through anything just to make another person feel good. And I questioned myself and I hated that sometimes. I hated the fact that I always care so much. Like I cried over my friends as if I cried when I cried over men in relationships. That's how much I love. I have been beaten and abused by men, and I begged them to stay after my nose was broken and my eyes was black. I would beg them to stay because I knew that there was that something in them didn't know better, and I could save them. I hated myself. I asked God, why is my heart like this? Why did you make me this color? Why did you make my heart like this? Why do I can't? Why I can't? Why I'm always getting hurt? And I do so much. I pour so much. And every time I pour, I'm left empty, crying, broken again. But it's like getting to the point of saying, God, I've been waiting. I've been patiently waiting with my head held high. While they're discouraging me, while they're putting me down, while they're humiliating me, while they're making me feel like I'm something I'm not. Father, I'm quiet. I'm humble. I'm still moving another day and still trying to not let them break me. But in the inside, I was ready to give up because it's like when you don't have nobody, when you realize when you realize that you don't have anybody for real, and that I noticed that at a young age, you know, I never really, almost like I was a man, I never really liked people to see me cry. So if I ever cried, I would make sure I was at nighttime in the shower by myself, or I go in the closet and hide somewhere and cry to God. That's who I gave my pain to, my fire to. And I think I just got to a point where I was tired of being hurt. I'm like, God, I ain't got no more to give. I don't. Show me what's wrong with me. Let me understand. Is this what you go through with us? This how you love us, Father, that you keep continuing to be hurt by us and still love us over and over again. And I just ask God to show me my beauty underneath all of this mess. And at that moment, I feel like my life changed. I feel like everything around me in the world changed because at that moment, I started being attacked. I started noticing things around me. I was being attacked. I didn't notice nobody around me after I asked God for this. I felt like I was placed in the wilderness around enemies, but they were my family. It was my lover. It was people that I cared about, and I couldn't trust anyone. All I could do was stay in my room and pray to God. And they was trying to say it was the drugs, so I stopped doing that to make sure that hey, is it really? Am I going crazy? Is it the drug? I stopped the drugs, and I was in my room for a good week crying, and just seeing visions of stuff. And I was dreaming of, I had visions of things and stuff, and it was like, dang. And God showed me, thou shalt not judge, is what he said to me. He showed me how people are judging people and they don't even know it. He showed me how I was being judged. And then he goes, then I heard him, I heard, who are you to judge? Who are you? And I just said, I'm sorry, Father. Forgive me. And I just started crying like a baby. And as I began to cry, before that, I felt as if I was losing my mind because I told you guys I didn't know when I came to, and I'm looking at everybody in the room and in the house. I don't know. They felt like strangers. They felt like enemies. So at that moment, I wasn't trusting anybody out. They had me. They was talking about me like I was going crazy, and I felt like I was losing my mind. I did. I really did. But ever since then, I've been trying to appreciate life better because the things that God opened my eyes to were things that I never even paid attention to. The world around me. I don't know where I was at. Again, I told you guys, I thought I was 33 years old. Literally thought I was 33 years old, you guys. I'm 35. My daughter's 18 years old. I got 5 children, 4 baby daddies. I don't know where or what happened to the point where I've always been there for my children, but I was lost and I was blind, not knowing that my babies were being turned against me. My daughter hated me, and I didn't understand why because I've always been there. And I had to realize that I was living in an illusion, not knowing and being lost and being in a daze to where if I didn't ask God to show me who I was and to help me through this, that my kids could probably go through the same thing I'm going through. But because God came through and opened and started my path brand new, I can get myself together so that I can change not myself, just for myself, but for my kids. Be the support that they need, that I needed. Give them the confidence that I should have had, and let them know that they can do whatever they want to do, and I'm going to support them the whole way because that's all we really need. I don't want to continue no generation with where the mothers and the daughter is hating each other. No, I ain't jealous of my daughter. I love her. I love both of my daughters. I have never, I'm. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop with my story for right there. Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, all the turmoil that we are going through is just God trying to help us because He's a Father. But if you don't ask for the help and you don't notice that whatever you're going through right now, the turmoil that you're going through right now, if you don't open your eyes and realize that no one's attacking you. Yeah, good karma, bad karma, whatever the case is. But God only calls destruction when He's trying to recreate something. He has to destroy in order to create. He said He wasn't going to flood the whole world ever again. He made that promise to us. But that don't mean He ain't going to destroy places that need to be destroyed. It is time for us to take heed. You don't have to go to church. Church is for fellowship. But we can fellowship with our neighbors. We can fellowship at the gas station. God needs you to worship Him by yourself because nobody else can pray. Nobody else can go to God for you. Only you can talk to Him. He wants you to have a relationship with Him. You, you know, I went over 30 minutes, but we'll be okay because I had to say that. I gotta say things. I gotta be real on here. I'm not perfect, and God don't want us to be perfect. He gonna do that. He just wants us to be grateful and thankful and acknowledge the fact that if it had not been for Him, every I'm so grateful. Think about all the things that you've been through. Think about all the times that you didn't got past when you ain't happy. Who do you think did that? Why do you think that we are still here, able to breathe, able to have all the things that we have? God. So we be grateful. If it had not been for the friend in Jesus. If it had not been for the love of Jesus, I might not be here. Oh, the love He renewed my life. He created in us a new heart. He wants to bless and anoint all of His children, every last one of us. I think I'm gonna make this my logo or my slang, my word, my fragrance for my whole, you know, YouTube blog. I think it's gonna be come as you are. Please come as you are. Because my our God is a creator. He's a protector. He's a waymaker. He makes he creates and he loves to create. He loves to refine. He loves to renew. He loves to replenish. He loves to refill. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing too big that my God, that our Father cannot fix. Stop holding on to whatever it is that you're holding on to. Give it to God. Give it to Him. He ain't judging you. You judging you. You hurting you. You're holding on to that. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. How long you gonna hold on to it? How long you gonna let it eat you? How long you gonna let it make you bitter? How long you gonna let it make you hold on to that spirit that is tearing you apart and destroying you? Let it go. He knows the world is. He knows the weight of the world is heavy. He knows what it. He knows. He understands all things. Yes, the storms come. Yes, at nighttime we go through so much, but that sun comes out, and that day comes a new one. Learn how to let go of things and give them to God. He is your best. He's a best friend, y'all. He is everything we need. I'm telling you, the fact of the matter is that they kept us from healing faster. They kept us from knowing and understanding that no matter what we love is the thing that hurts me so much. Because a lot of people have killed themselves. A lot of people have killed people. A lot of people has walked around with shame when God don't judge us like we judge each other. He's judging your heart. Your heart. The ways of the world he does not judge. That does not make who you are. It's within you. It's within my soul. It's within. It's within. It ain't. Yes, we like the world to. Yes, we like to be complimented. Yes, we like good people to praise us. Yes, we like that. But if we are only made from that, then when it leaves, who are we then? That's why he's trying to build us up from within. Because once I build you up within, once you build yourself up, like God said, that's something that can't no man close. That's a door that can't no man break down. That's a door that no one can destroy because guess what? God did that. You did that. So who's gonna tear it down? If they didn't create it, how can they destroy it? If they had no part in it, how can they say about it? How can they have a say so? So many people got something to say about God. This, I'm tell you one thing. God says He chooses to show mercy on who He wants to show mercy on. So we can't walk around here telling that nobody but God ain't gonna accept what somebody needs to change about their life before they get this and get that. How do you know? Because I know for a fact that it says in the Bible that only God can judge me because only God knows all things. It also says God can show mercy and favor upon who He chooses to. So instead of trying to pick out the flaws of others, let's love them because we don't know what they went through. We cannot judge them. We don't know what pain they hold on to, and they're still making it day by day. So who are you? I don't want to judge nobody. Everybody I meet, every person that I come into life, anybody I encounter since I've been a child, my intention is to make a person smile, to make people feel better, no matter what I'm feeling. Because I got the type of energy that if something's wrong with me, everybody gonna feel it. It ain't right. Everybody's off. So I knew that at a young age. So I tried to carry myself as if this too shall pass. Because the storms they don't last always. The rain, the rain will go away. But Jesus, His love, and the Holy Father will always remain. We go astray. We turn away. We go and find what we need to go find. He lets us because He knows that in order for us to learn, in order for us to grow, in order for us to understand, we have to go through it. How do I know what the difference between salt and sugar? I have to experience, I have to taste it. If I ain't tasted, I ain't experienced it. How will I know? How do I know if He really loves me? I'm searching for and finding every day. Yes, I know I'm not going to be scared. I won't let nobody stop me because that's the thing. That's what that's what the whole mind and manipulation and the gaslight and shit is for. Is to make you feel like you can't do it. You're not capable. You're not enough. But it's like I got my little reminder thing right here. You see this? It's the little reminders that we got to tell ourselves because you are enough. It's okay to have bad days. Nothing's gonna look. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he didn't bring you this far for no reason. You are so very loved. Stop being so hard on yourself, baby. Think about how far you was. Think about a year from today. Where was you at? Because I know where I was at. I was somewhere high, telling on my fucking business, giving them everything that they wanted from me. Know that everything will be okay. Because not only is tomorrow a new day, but the day after that, the day after that, the day after that is gonna be a new day. Every day I got a new day to refresh myself. Because every day I wake up, I gotta say, I gotta talk to my father. I gotta talk to him through the day, at night, whenever I feel like I need to talk to God. I need to talk to somebody. Talk to yourself. You might feel like you're talking to yourself, but listen, I guarantee you there's gonna be a sign, there's gonna be something around you that gives you that answer to whatever you were talking about yourself with. Little reminders. It's menders. You, we, all are enough. Every single person on this work on this earth, even the bad ones, are enough. Everyone can be loved. Everyone can be renewed. Everyone can be forgiven. Everyone can be saved. I don't care about a karmic, whatever they want to talk about, a karmic, whatever the hell. A karmic is somebody that's not healed. They can't help that. They've been hurting. They don't know how to act. That's how they was. That's someone who is unhealed. They don't listen. I can't. I can't give you. I can't be for you. I can't provide for you. I can't stand up. I cannot be anything that you want me to be if I don't know. They don't know. Forgive them, for they do not know. Forgive. Don't hold on to it. Don't be bitter. Don't get back. Understand that that person who hurt you, they was only doing what was done to them. They didn't even mean to do it. They didn't mean to do it. It was a spirit that was in them from something that they was holding on to for a long time. You think people really want to hurt somebody that they love and lose somebody that love them? You think that people really go around and do that shit on purpose? No one does. But the spirit, there's a spirit in them that doesn't care, and that spirit will do anything. But that person, that's not that person. They can tell me over and over again. People can tell me over and over again. That's that person. That's how that person is. That's not that person. The person who I met, that was that person. But once he felt vulnerable, once she or he felt vulnerable, and it's something in something that I did reminded them of the pain that they was lingering in them already. Once they became vulnerable, that protection, that spirit protected them in some type of way. So whatever I did to them triggered that spirit to wake up in them. That's what happens. Nobody is intentionally evil out here. They are just unhealed. People are just unhealed. People don't even be noticing what they do. Like, I'm blessed, and I know I'm blessed. I'm understanding that I'm very blessed because I've been, and it don't even look like it, but how much emotional stress and pain and abuse I have went through my whole life while taking other people's and holding it on my shoulder as well. I put myself in situations that someone regular could probably wouldn't be here or isn't here right now. But I'm so blessed that I've never even had a love. I've never even been in a relationship where I have gotten someone to love me too. I've never got equal love back in a relationship. I've only been broken. And through it all, my heart is still trying to help. My heart still cares. My heart's still looking for love. I just know better now. I'm not naive because God gave me an understanding of who I was and how precious I am and how different I am and how important I am and how unique I am because my heart isn't mine. My heart is God's. I have a heart of God. It's a heart that loves and does not know how to let go. Even if you break me and beat me, I still love you. That's what type of heart I have. Even when I don't want to love you, I still love you. And I understand it now. So when I hear people talking and judging and saying all these things about what they don't know, it's like, no. I will love my neighbor, my brother, my sister. I will love them as if they're me. I'm going to treat people as if they were me and if I want to be treated. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a crackhead on the street. I don't know what he went through. So I'm going to show him respect as if he was me and as if he wasn't a crackhead. I don't even see that he's a crackhead right now. He's a regular person to me. I'm going to speak to him. I'm going to treat him as if he's my equal, even if he's not. That's why God told me, I'm like, I'm like, what you call it, you know how they go and get the old houses and they revent, they redo them. That's what God said I am. That's what He told me I am because I go where people don't. That's why that's why I've been hurt because I've been out here in the forest when I should have been up there in the mountains with I should have been with the I should have been in the castle. But instead I wasn't in the castle because the people in the castles they looked down at me and they thought they was perfect. So guess what? I went I went to the woods where the poor people was. And I was out there loving the people that had never been loved and would have never been loved. I was out there blending in like as if I was one of them, giving out my love to people who had never been loved before. So I know when I walk away, why people don't know how to let me go, why people try to hurt me. I understand that now because I gave them something that they didn't even thought they could ever get. I just wish I would have known that, but God didn't want me to know that until now, and I appreciate Him. And that's why I'm telling y'all, I ain't gonna tell my stories like that, but I'm gonna try to make a book. But I'm trying to get everything together because I don't want to be. I'm letting a lot of the things out because I told you guys I don't cry like that. So I know that you know I'm slowly getting myself out there and being confident because God told me to remove the fear and nobody's gonna stop me because He's with me. He with me, and if He with me, then who's going against me? Is you going against Him? Because I'm not. I don't fight. I don't hold on. When I walk away, I just walk away gracefully because God told me to leave, and I listen every time. And then the thing about it is, I still be there for people. The same people that you guys don't understand. This is what it's like to be to to be to be righteous. Is what it's like to be righteous. What it's like to be holy. What it's like to be of God. What is it like to represent God? Is you really? I will love my enemies as if they're my friends. I will turn the other cheek. I will forgive even when I don't want to forgive. Why? Because they don't understand. And if I know that, they don't know no better. I have to walk away with my hurt feelings by myself, knowing that God's gonna heal me, knowing that God's gonna fix me, knowing that God's gonna do it. God's gonna do it. Because then I have now God's telling me to remove myself because guess what? I don't need you to be broken. I still need you to love and to be my child who loves, who shows love, who gives love even when I'm not getting love. So to be holy, to be righteous, is to not judge anyone and not judge a crackhead, not judge a nothing. When you see somebody, we are all equal. Nobody's less than. No color, no amount of money, no status. We are all the same in God's eyes. If God's not judging them and God can forgive them, who are we? Who are we? And the thing about it is we're judging and we're putting people in jail for small stuff. But there's babies out here being missing. They're sacrificing these babies. There's they're these men are killing women because they are so unhealed and full of trauma because of who knows what they had to go through as children. The world needs help. And the only way we're going to help is if we start to look at each other as one, as equals. It don't matter if you have more money than the person. It don't matter. They're not judging that up there. Our ancestors and God is not looking at how much we got. They're looking for people who actually care. People who actually who have been moving with their heart. I've been moving with my heart. Naive. Looking like an easy target, looking like a simp, looking like somebody who was stupid, but I wasn't. I just I just was loving with my heart. I was using my heart. I was walking in this world with my heart out on my chest, on my sleeve, with my heart for everybody to see. Not knowing that it was the reason why I was being hurt. It was the reason why I was going through so much pain. But when I asked God, asking you shall receive, He gave me what I needed to be stronger. He strengthened me. God, He showed me that everybody does not deserve it. Even if I can't help it, once people show me who they are, and I've done, after you've done all you can, leave. Because at this point, you are doing this to yourself. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for God. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect by any means necessary. God's gonna do what He can do for me. He's gonna fix me. He's already been working on all of us. Those who have asked, they have received. He has shown us our wrongs. He has given us all we need to walk in authority with his in His name, glorifying Him. Because whenever the world needs Him, like now we are at war. But I but anyway, y'all, I'm going over my time, so we will get back another one later on tonight. Okay, so again, y'all know it's special one. I'm mirroring everything. Okay, so 12-12. I hope that helped somebody today. I hope it gave somebody strength. I hope that it was enough because that was the message that I had got for me. And I know that there's a collective out there who probably going through the same thing I am. But guess what? Pray on it, over it, and through it. And remind yourself that you are enough. There are going to be bad days. Don't believe every don't believe everything you think. You are so loved. Be kinder to yourself and everything will be okay because tomorrow and after that it's a new day. Relax. Okay? I hope y'all I hope that was good enough for y'all. Okay, in my hot seat, baby, in my hot seat. Okay. And these are also my candles, y'all. My protection candles. Heal My Heart is one of the new ones. I got. I was burning one of these, but I turned them off. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.